we go. All right, there we go. We are live now. No one's watching, but I don't care because it's got to go on YouTube afterwards. All right, everyone, what is up? Welcome to another episode of From Pennies to Power. We show the true potential of the cardboard pennies we like to purchase. So, got some returning peoples today. Got some fun, random decks we're going to be playing around, so I'll be pretty excited for that. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go around the table, introduce ourselves, talk about whatever you fancy, introduce your commander, and then once we get on the table 4, we will randomize it 4 times to get the game going. So, Brian, whenever you are ready.
All right. Hello, everybody. I am Brian, the Unskilled Commander. You can find me Unskilled Commander on YouTube. Please go subscribe if you wouldn't mind. Throw some likes around. I do gameplay videos. I do comedy skits. I do deck techs, all that kind of stuff. And also, I'm gearing up, and I'm really happy for it. My very first Charities Marathon stream coming up on Saturday, April 27th.
Woo-woo.
So right here on Twitch, on the Unskilled Commander, on my channel, I've got 12 hours, 6 pods, 18 guests. I got a bunch of content creators lined up. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're raising money for the Trevor Project. It's the first time I've ever done anything like that. I've streamed before, but not coordinating something massive like that. So I'm sure there's going to be all kinds of hiccups. So you can come watch me fumble around with that as I joke to death for no reason. Come check me out there. And but that's what I got going on. I'm sorry, did you say also talk about the deck?
Oh, just seeing what the commander it is. Or you can talk about the full deck if you want to talk about the deck too. It's more than welcome.
It's Rainbow's Dragon Engine, but it's a counters matter deck, so it's all about putting counters all over like every card I have.
There you go. All right, now to use that.
That's it.
I guess, do you want me to go next then?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm Zach, Dungeon Learner's Guide on YouTube. So if you're interested in some budget commander options, I make a new one every single week. Every Friday, we build an entire deck around a card that was randomly selected, and it is $100 or less. This week, I have Zeriam, and hopefully, if it's all right with everybody, I'll probably also put this up on YouTube, but if not, let me know. But Zeriam was not actually the random card. Zeriam was chosen. The random card for this deck is Decorated Griffin. And 2 points to anyone who knows what that card does, because I sure didn't.
Is it feathered counters?
No. It
nope,
is not.
Did not know that.
It's a 5-mana, 2/3 flyer, and you can pay 2 mana and prevent the next 1 combat damage that would be dealt to you this turn. That's it. That's all it does.
I did not know that one.
Beautiful.
So
That's
I
a good guess,
filled with absolute bulk griffins. The entire deck I think is actually like under $50. Right. So if you're looking for something super cheap, this will be the one.
Hi guys, I'm Shay, or Foxies from Foxy's Proxies. You can find me mostly over on Instagram. That's where I spend most of my time doing content. Today I'm going to be playing Rafine Scheming Seer, which I didn't realize how janky we were going with these goat tribal typal deck over there. I've never played this one in paper. I've goldfished it a couple times on Moxfield, so we'll see if it's we'll see how it plays out.
Hell yeah. I am playing my preview card, Laughing Jasper Flint. I'm trying to make a bunch of outlaw triggers and try to take things from my opponents. Pretty much straightforward, that's all it is. And you will all hear Rowan in the background talking, so there you go.
Nice. My cats might make an appearance as they tend to.
Correct, yep.
Nothing wrong with that.
They are quite a big fan of Magic.
My mascot.
Not a problem with being fans of Magic.
I should probably draw a hand, right?
This will be our order. Opening hand, you can do as many times as you want. You are more than welcome to do so. I am good with my opener.
I got no lands in my first one, so I am going to give it another shot.
Ooh, buddy. Yeah, we'll keep that. We'll say that's good. That's fine.
All
right. Yep, I'm good with mine as well.
Sweet. All right, let's get it rolling. We got JM in the chat. What up, JM? I'm going to draw. I'm going to play a swamp, and I'm going to pass the turn after that.
Okay. I'm going to play a plains, and I will also pass.
All right. I will play a Mirrored Landscape tapped and pass.
Spicy. Draw for turn. I'm gonna play this Creeping Tar Pit for turn tapped and pass.
Right.
Do all that fair and balanced magic.
Draw, exactly. I'm going to do a mountain and make it a little unfair. I'm going to cast Valky, God of Lies. When it ETBs, each opponent
Fine.
reveals their hand, and for each opponent I exile a creature they reveal until Valky leaves.
Valky's each opponent?
Each opponent. I had to double read that just in case.
Wild. Okay.
I only get 2 creatures.
I have 1.
Alright, so then I'll be taking your 1 creature.
My creatures, I have Bone Miser, Doom Whisperer, and Alenda and Azor. Oh, sorry, and Troll of Khazad-dûm.
Alright, I'm going to get the Surveil
Spicy.
one from Foxy.
All right, Doom Whisperer.
I don't know what the
I got
cards
Krenko and Tin Street Kingpin and Conclave Sledge Captain.
I will take Krenko.
Okay.
And then I'll take the one thing up over. I'll take the Unaru,
So
whatever it's.
Yeah, Yonaro Griffin. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can sack it to counter a red spell that damages you or a creature.
It's just flawless.
Congratulations.
Alright, let me make these tokens because I can get them whenever I want, technically.
And if Valky dies, we get it back, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unyaro. That's a weird thing. You're welcome
So-
to go.
Okay. Congrats on your 4-mana 2/2 flyer. Play this Demolition Field, and then I think, based on what I saw from hands and the fact that Chris stole stuff, I'm gonna make a tenuous truce with Brian.
Okay.
So I'm gonna enchant you at the beginning of your end step. You and I both draw a card, but if either of us attack each other, we have to sacrifice it.
Okay. Sounds good.
And
What's up,
then I
JM?
will pass.
I will untap, upkeep, draw. Seaside Citadel comes in tapped, and I will pass.
And then at the end of your
Alright.
turn, you and I draw a card.
Yep, cool. Okay.
On tap, boom.
See?
Mm-hmm,
Friends.
Let's see. I'm going to this Bright Climb Pathway, and I'm going to tap 2 for this Arcane Signet and pass.
Untap and draw. The Krenko's the one where it attacks, put a counter on it, make that many.
Yeah. It's like
Don't eat
put a counter on it, and then that many equal to its power. Goblin tokens 1/1.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have Rowan eating my mat right now.
Sounds like we might be getting Krenko'd.
No, I'm actually going to do not that. Probably silly to do this now. Okay, I'll do 1 and 2 for a Lightning Greaves and put the Greaves onto my Valky. And then I'm just gonna.
You're kind of quiet, Chris, and I have you cranked up pretty loud. And
Yeah, because the doofus keeps moving the microphone.
I
She literally
was wondering, I was like, oh man, this is as loud as I can get him.
Yes, Rowan, that it is because you can't be on radio. Okay, Ro. All right. I'll do a Lightning Greaves, and they will commit to Valky as she tries to eat the microphone. I will pass the turn though.
Okay. I will untap. I'll play a Plains, and then I will cast some Swiftfoot Boots.
Boots.
And then
New
I will
boot goofing.
pass.
Tap, upkeep, draw. I will play a Nomad Outpost, comes in tapped. I will tap 2 and play a Strionic Resonator.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
3, 6. I will then move to end step. We both draw and then pass turn.
That is correct.
On your end step, I'm going to cycle the Troll to get a swamp to my hand.
Not the Troll.
Schwamp. I don't know what I haven't really changed the mana base for this thing very much because it was originally a Kami's precon. So it might have a really, really bad mana base. I've added 1 or 2 cards to it, but
I mean, you got all your colors.
yeah, so can't be
as
too
long as
bad.
you get your colors in the end,
Sometimes
you're
that's all you
doing
can
good.
ask for.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in tricolor.
Especially in a precon.
Even more.
Interesting. I'm gonna play this Path of Ancestry tapped, and then I'm gonna cast Rafine, Scheming Seer.
Raffy.
Flying, ward 1. Whenever I attack, target creature I control or attacking creature connives X, where X is the number of attacking creatures. And I'll pass.
Alright, on Tafra, I will. Land for turn is going to be a Spire of Industry. Will 1, 2, and 3. When I control an artifact, I'll take a life. And then I'm going to cast Jessica's Will
Ooh, baby.
for the red mana.
I got 6.
I got 7.
Alright, so it'll be 7
5.
red. 2 of it, I'm going to cast Jasper Flint, my commander. I'm going to put the boots onto Jasper. Then black. With 3 of the red, I'm going to cast that Krenko off of Valky.
Well, you don't cast it, do you? Doesn't Valky turn into a copy of it?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Which one is it? The Baron?
No, 10 Street King.
Alright, 10 Street. So he is now a 10 Street. There you go.
Same.
Then with the remaining mana, I'm going to pay for life. And then I'm going to use the 1 red and the remaining 1 red to dismember Rafine.
I'm sorry. How much red? For the ward 1.
Yeah, I pay the extra red for the
Okay.
ward 1. It's -5, -5.
Dang. I've been bamboozled. Yeah. Moida.
And then after that, I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to swing
You
the
paid-
Krenko over at Brian.
And you hit him with his own Krenko.
Put a counter on it. Add a counter. It's a 2/3. And then I will make 2 thingy jiggies. Add token. 2.
Man, Chris is not messing around tonight.
No.
Alright, these go over
You gotta
here.
show off that preview card.
That's
I mean, it's a good card.
what it
Yeah,
is.
it is.
And then that's all I'm gonna do. So it'll be 2 over at Brian. That's all I will, and I'll pass after that.
Yep.
Did you
I
pay
did.
the life for the dismember?
Nope, I did not. Correct. Thank you. Don't eat the cord, you dumbass. Eating a power cord.
Chris, you got 4 lands, right?
I do.
Beautiful. I'm gonna cast this Knight of the White Orchid.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm gonna search for a plains.
I love that card.
Put into play untapped. Because it's even better than it sounds. I'll shuffle in a second. Gonna play. What am I doing? I will play this Myriad Landscape and then pay 2 for a Mirror Shield. So it can equip a creature. Equipped creature gets +0/+2 hexproof, and whenever a creature blocks it, whenever a creature with Death Touch blocks or becomes blocked by it, destroy it. So that will be it for me. I'll finish shuffling and I'll pass over to Brian.
Okay. I'll play Necro Blossom Snarl. Comes in tapped. I'm not going to reveal anything. I'm going to tap 2 Crack Mirrored Landscape to get 2 basic forests if I have them.
Oh, and Fox,
On the
that
battlefield.
Crucible is gorgeous.
Oh, thanks.
Like, very nice.
It was not much more expensive than the regular Crucible, and I was like, I gotta get me one of these.
At that point, if it's close, you know.
Yeah, I think it was an extra like $5 or something. I was like, I'm already spending,
Yeah.
whatever, 20, why not?
Yeah. If you can afford the shiny or the pretty, go for it. Why not?
Right?
Sure.
I ordered some Thunder
I will
Junction.
then move to my end step. We both draw a card and pass turn.
Yep.
I was like, I'm already ordering all this other stuff. What's $25 more?
I ordered about $80 of Thunder Junction, and it is all my preview cards.
Nice. Nice. That would be me too.
Yep.
I don't blame you.
I was like, the opportunity is knocking. I will be taking this.
For sure.
2, 3, 4. I'm going to cast Teferi's Ageless Insight.
Ooh,
I would have
very
had
good
this
card.
card down, so I would use that.
And then I'm going to cycle this Ash Barrens looking for an island. And I'll pass.
Alright. I'm going to untap draw. I right now have only one outlaw. I'm going to target Foxy. So you're going to exile the top card. I may play it this turn.
Right.
Yeah, play. Oh, cast, sorry.
Okay, so not lands.
Not lands, correct.
Well, hopefully I shoveled something lucky on top for you.
Yep, let's find out. Mindstone.
Mindstone.
Too bad. Alright.
That's pretty good.
Swamp for turn. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 at knife point. When it's my turn, outlaws have first strike. Whenever I commit a crime, creature, I create a 1/1 mercenary with tap to make the thing bigger, but I will never do that. I will. I'm gonna just pass. No, I'm gonna swing the Krenko over at Zach.
Okay.
And the 2/1 over at Brian.
Okay. Take 2.
Yeah. I'll take the 3.
Yep, and that is all I will be doing for this turn.
All right. There's too much happening over there.
Yep.
A draw. We'll play this Plains.
Just had a good nap.
Apologize if you guys can hear the puppies in the background.
Nothing wrong with puppies, so if we
No,
hear the
you're
puppies, you know.
I'm gonna cast Zeriam, and I'm gonna move to equip the Swiftfoot boots to him.
Yep.
And then we'll go to combat. Chris,
Yep.
3 your way.
1, 2, 3. And it's 2.
When it
3
deals
mana.
combat damage, I make a Griffin. I will have to
So it
draw my
begins.
Griffin in a moment. And then nothing else. No. And then I'll pass.
All right.
Right.
Nope.
Tap up.
Oh, yep. Sorry. Nope.
Fox is
Almost.
just excited.
I'm so ready for this next turn. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm doing things.
I'm going to play a Swamp for turn. Tap all 6 and play John Ramos, Dragon Engine,
5.
brother of John Stamos. 4/4 flyer. Whenever I cast a spell, I put a +1/+1 counter on him for every color in that spell, and then I can remove 5 to make double Woodburg. I will then pass turn.
Right
And we
now
draw
it's.
a card at the end of your turn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Darn it, I have to keep discarding.
The Hara.
Yeah,
As I have my 2 cards in hand.
yeah, you're fine because you put all your cards on the battlefield.
Hey, I still only have technically 1 outlaw, so.
You put some of our cards on the battlefield too. So
I'm going to play all 6, and I'm going to play Alenda and Azor. Flying Ward 2, whenever they attack, I can pay X and Esper to draw X cards, and then at the beginning of my end step, I'm going to pay 4 life. I do create a number of 1/1 black vampire knight creature tokens with lifelink equal to the number of cards I've drawn that turn.
That's so good with the Teferi.
Seems good.
Seems good. I will go to my end step, and I'm going to take 4 to do the most impactful one vampire I've ever had.
Adorable.
Heck yeah.
But that will be my turn.
Alright. Untap, draw. I'm going to target Brian this time.
what did I ever do to you?
You were just so
What am I
clever,
doing?
I wanted to say hey. So it'll just be the top 1 card.
It is an undergrowth stadium.
So nothing.
Yeah,
I will
check on that.
make a mercenary.
Is it exiled or
It is
graveyard?
exiled. Do they have do? Okay, there's mercenary. 1, 2. I'm gonna sacrifice one of the Gobos to the Phyrexian Tower. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna cast Rodeo Pyromancers. When I cast my first spell each turn, I create 2 red mana.
Yeah.
You said whenever you cast your first spell?
Cast my first spell, correct. Each turn.
Okay. Okay. So you can't do it this turn.
Correct.
Got a lot of stuff going on over there.
I'm tracking.
I'm just gonna then move to combat. I'm gonna swing Krenko over at Foxy this time.
Okay.
And that's it. It's gonna get a counter. It's a 4/5. I'm gonna make 4 more of these.
We gotta do something about that Krenko.
Yeah, I'm gonna block the Krenko, I think, with my vampire token to gain a life.
All right. I will then pass the turn after that.
Okay.
And to think, I wasn't even sure if I was going to play the Krenko because I didn't want to turn it into a goblin deck for this time. Aw, start him young.
Yep.
I will go to combat. Well, Chris, none of your stuff flies, right?
Nope, I'm on the ground. You can fly on
Okay.
it.
Lovely. We will. I'm going to come in for 5.
Take 5.
On damage, I'll make 2 more Griffins.
I'll make 3 more commander damage, up to 6.
Griffins. And then second main phase, I'm going to cast Lena, Selfless Champion.
Ooh, good one.
When she comes in, I make a 1/1 soldier for each non-token creature I control, which is 3. And then I can sacrifice her to give creatures I control with power less than her indestructible until the end of turn.
Ooh.
Also, fun fact, same name as my wife. So,
Ooh.
gotta play her.
Badass name.
Yeah.
You need to make a commander deck off of that then.
I've been working on that one. That one is it's coming.
Nice.
Gotta be good. If you make it bad, it's
Yep.
It's gotta be good.
Why
Yeah.
it's taking time. He's got to make sure it's awesome.
Yep.
yeah.
Exactly.
Kind of a
exactly.
role-playing.
But that'll be it for me. I'll pass, and I'll work on getting my tokens more recognizable.
Okay. I will play Blossoming Sands. Comes in, I gain a life. This deck really wants me to have green and white. Like that is almost all I've got.
Celeste
will-
Ramos.
Tap 4 white, and then I'll tap a green to play Conclave Mentor. 2/2. If one or more +1/+1 counters can be put on a creature I control, that many +1 gets put on them instead. When she dies, I gain life equal to its power. So first off, whenever I cast her, Ramos is going to get 2 counters. Then she'll enter the battlefield, and her effect will start taking effect. Blah. Then let's see, 4 mana left. I'll tap 1, 2, 3 to play Kadama's Reach. Search up the 2 basic land cards, reveal and put one on the battlefield, one in my hand. There's not a ton. Here we go. We're gonna put 1 plains on the battlefield tapped. We're gonna try and get a different freaking color. We'll get a mountain into my hand. The only good thing is that most of the cards in my hand were in fact green and white. So I'm like, well, I'm not really upset about it, but there's a 5-color deck, guys. Mountain goes into my hand. This goes in the battlefield tapped.
Beautiful Griffin.
Thank you. I don't know what's up with the face, but you know what? He's here.
Where's Peter?
That's a good question.
Just make a bunch
That's
of
the
Peters.
next one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So whenever I played Kadama's Reach, Ramos would get 1 counter, but because of Conclave Mentor, it'll get 2 more. So it'll go up to 4 counters.
Spicy.
Let's see. I got a flying 8/8 that I could move to combat with.
It might be fair.
Yeah, there's a lot of tokens. I mean, it's only but I can only block 1 token, right? So, Chris, we're gonna send 8/8 commander at you in the air.
Do I commit a crime right now, or do I let this go for 1 turn?
You leave my Ramos alone. My creatures is making you win.
Okay, so here will be my agreement. I'll take the 1 hit, right? But I do not want it to come back at me, at least for a bit.
All right. Well, it will come back at you as long as the goblins don't run my.
That's fine. I'm cool with that.
I don't like that deal.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one either.
I will take the 8 and go to 15. 19. I mean.
Ugh.
8 Ramos.
8 Ramos.
I cannot take a second. But then I have no other responses at that.
That was my turn.
Okay.
I will then move to end step. We'll draw a card, and I'll pass.
Yep.
I will move to untaps. Ah, yeah, there we go. That's that stuff you want to see. Sorry, I almost swore. I know there's a baby in the room.
No, the amount of times I say fuck in front of her face, you're good. This
friend also
baby
just had a
knows what's
baby.
up.
My friend had a baby, and they were watching like 310 to Yuma or whatever it was,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't think he's old enough to watch that, bud.
They don't know what they're seeing. It's
Exactly.
fine.
It's just fun.
Impressionable little minds.
Yep. Hey, if Rowan's first like direct word is the F word, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
My best friend, his daughter was born shortly after we were out of college, and he told me this story of when she was like, a talking toddler, but still like a little toddler, like whatever, so like 2, 3, 4, I don't know. She was looking at a paper for, of coupons and stuff,
Yeah.
or for like a grocery store, and he said, I guess something wasn't on sale that she wanted to be on sale, because she starts smacking it. She's like, no, 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 fuck you.
Oh, that's how I hope my kids are.
These are the
Recasting my
dreams we
commander.
need to have.
Path of Ancestry Scry remains on top. I would like to move to combat. I'm going to attack Chris with a 6/6 flyer that is going to connive. So the connive will trigger.
In the air.
I will draw 2 cards because of Teferi's Ageless Insight.
1, 2,
1,
3, 4, 5,
2.
6.
Oh, interesting. I do only have to discard 1. We are going to discard Smuggler's Share, and we're going to put a +1/+1 counter on our flyer.
All right, I'll take one more.
And then,
No, it's not.
cool. So no blocks, nothing like that.
No, I'll just hit the 7.
Okay. I go to second main, or skip straight through that and go to my end step. I'm going to lose 4, and I'm going to make 3 1/1 tokens.
All right, I am in danger. Okay, go to my turn. I have 1, 2, 3 of these whatchamacallits. I'm going to target Foxy for the top 3 cards.
Yeah. Oh no. Sarah Paragon, a swamp, and another swamp.
All right.
So these will remain in exile. And you can cast yourself a Sarah Paragon.
I don't have any permanents, so it's good to simply get rid of that.
It's a very cool card. I do like it.
Okay,
Very good.
1 and 2 for a Diabolic Intent, sacrificing one of the gobos.
Concerning.
I no idea what I'm gonna get because I'm dying to fly.
Should get Blasphemous Act.
I might get Booty Blast. Yeah, I think that's honestly the only real thing. Actually, no. I don't have double red mana. Son of a beehive. I was gonna do Disrupt Decorum.
Ooh.
I have a slight pseudo goat in this. I might have to just do a board wipe. I don't want to do a board wipe. Oh wait, no. I get 2 red mana from the rodeo. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do.
All right, so I'm definitely going for the goat thing. So I'm gonna get Disrupt Decorum. That's gonna go in my hands. Goes in shuffle. 2 red mana and 1 and 2. I'm gonna cast the Disrupt Decorum. I'm gonna goad all creatures I don't control.
Am goaded.
I'm gonna move to combat. Franco is gonna go over at.
Sorry. As moving to combat, I'm going to swords. Your Krenko.
Frankie's dead. I'm gonna gain 4, but that was a good thing.
Yeah.
All right, gain 4, but all right. Everything will still remain the same. I was gonna do anyway. That's a sorcery speed. I'll just swing all 7 at Foxy.
Yeah. I'm going to take 7.
I was mostly just trying to get rid of the 1/1s, you know?
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But I'm going to pass the turn after that, though.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna play up planes. How many cards does everybody have in hand?
2.
3.
7.
7.
I keep drawing at the end, and I'm not.
Yeah.
I was doing lots of land in the beginning, so I wasn't able to play anything.
Well, all right. I'm gonna tap 3. I really don't want to. I'm sorry, Foxy. I'm not gonna target you with this. I can't. I'm gonna cast a Secret Rendezvous.
Dang it!
Yep.
Because you can't draw 6.
I could.
And I'll choose. Chris, you said you had 2 cards in hand.
2 in hand, yeah.
I'll choose you.
All right, I'll draw 2. Wow, 2 lands.
Well, you draw 3.
Oh, I draw 3 lands. Let's
Yeah,
see.
you draw 3.
Oh no, it wasn't a
I
land.
draw
Okay,
3
so
lands.
two lands. The third will be a secret.
I thought you were gonna windfall or something, and I was like, "You want a white? How are you gonna do that?" That makes more sense.
No. I wish.
I was like, "What janky card do I not know of?"
Well, I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna apologize for this one too, Foxy, because I do want to keep this tenuous truce. And they all gotta come in. So, Foxy, here they come.
All right, what are your biggest guys?
3. I have a 3/4 flyer and a 3/3 on the ground, and then 3 2/2 flyers, 1 2/2 on the ground, and 3 1/1s.
I'll block your 3/4 flyer with my 1/4.
Okay.
I'm gonna block. I'll block. What, you got another 3/3 on the ground? I'll block.
Yeah. Okay. I got a 2/2 on the ground as well, but it does
Yeah,
have first strike, which is relevant for the life gain.
That is true. I'm just gonna block that 3/3, and I'll take 3, 4, 5, 6,
11.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Jeez.
Yeah. Sorry. Then I'm gonna make 3 more griffins.
The fact that it's not 1 or more is insane.
Yes. I mean, griffins needed it. They're not doing much else.
Very fair.
Right, true.
Not doing much else. What am I doing after that? I don't want to discard the hand size, so I am going to. I don't think it's going to do me much good, but you know what? Here's another griffin.
Mm-hmm.
It's a spotted griffin. It's a 2/3 flyer. That's it.
Boom. Directly
I
to
see.
the point.
Here. We do one thing, and I'll pass after that.
When you had to be 4 mana for flying back in the day.
Yeah.
Let's see. I will play a mountain for turn.
Wow, hold on, I do gain a life, so I'm at 16. Took the 11, gain 1 from the life link.
Yeah.
I will tap 1, 2, 3, and play Fertilid. It's a 0/0. Enters the battlefield with 2 counters on it, but Conclave is going to make it 3. And then, well, first of all, on cast, Ramos is going to get a counter because it's green, but then Conclave will make it 2. So he'll get up to 6 counters. Then Fertilid will come in with 3. I can pay a green and 1 other to remove a +1/+1 counter from Fertilid, and target player can go search for basic land, put on the battlefield, tap.
Ooh, target play. You want to commit a crime?
Not right now. I don't know that
I'm always committing crimes.
Yep.
That's all me.
Just over here scheming, committing crimes.
Ready to go.
Okay, this is going to be crazy. I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to play Conclave Sledge Captain. I'm casting it. It's green. It's going to put 2 counters on him up to 8. It's a 4/4 with backup 1, backup 1, backup 1, and trample. And so when it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. If that's another creature, it gains the following abilities until end of turn. Each backup ability triggers separately. So I can put, since it has backup 1 3 times, I can put counters on 3 different creatures. They'll each gain trample, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, put that many +1/+1 counters on it.
It's massive.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So
I love
this
that
will
element
get-
so much.
And then, of course, Conclave is going to make everybody's getting 2. Let's go up to 5. And we'll put 2 there. So they all have trample, and if they hit whatever damage hits a person, I get to put that many more counters on them.
Seems good.
How big is Ramos now?
Ramos is a 14/14.
Oh, baby.
Wing.
Let's see, and then this is a 4/4 with trample.
You could just
No, I liked drawing all those cards, but they are goated. So I'm going to send Ramos in the air at Zach and Conclave on the ground at Foxy. So it's a 4/4 at you, Foxy, on the ground, and a 14/14 flyer with. They both have trample at you, Chris, at Zach.
I'll just so on attacks we have to sack the truce, but I'm not going to block. If I die, I die.
He dies.
Alright,
He
so
dies.
So that means I put 14 counters on it.
Yep.
Jeez. I'm gonna block with one of my vampires to gain a life and then lose 3.
Back up.
All right, so then I'll get 3 counters on this. Okay. Second main phase. I'm going to remove 5 counters from Ramos, putting it down to 19 counters, getting double Wooburg. So then I will use the white from the double Wooburg and then 9 others into X to play Mykias the Luminarch for 9.
Nice.
He'll enter with 9 counters, but Conclave will make it 10. And then I can tap it to put a counter on it, and I can tap it to remove a counter and put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature. And that's everything I can do. I will pass turn.
All right. I'm gonna untap.
Probably the biggest and best play I've ever done with this deck out of like the 3-4 times I played it.
Pretty good. Sledge Captain is super strong.
Yeah, very much so. Especially with the Conclave Mentor out. That just helped even more so.
It's really accelerated a lot.
Interesting. Even more interesting. Let's see, Path of Ancestry for black. Anything. Cool. For 5, we're gonna cast Archfiend of Ifnir.
Okay.
Oh no.
And I use Path of Ancestry, which oddly enough, Rafine is also a demon, so I'm gonna scry one.
Okay, that's gonna really make some impacts.
It's gonna wipe the board, is what that's gonna do.
Easily.
Oh, I can't get stupid thing doesn't come up. What is it again?
When you cycle
Archfiend of
a card,
Ifnir?
you put a negative counter on each creature your opponents control.
Okay.
Potentially a one-sided wipe. So it's AKA at least -1/-1 to my Gabos.
Yeah, your gobos are definitely taking a dirt nap. I'm gonna leave that card on top for my scry. I'm then gonna move to combat, and I don't have choices. I have to attack. So let's see, Vampire, the 1/1. I guess we'll throw that one at Zach. Rafine. Rafine also. No, Rafine and Alenda are gonna go over at Brian.
Mhm.
That will trigger connive, so I'm gonna connive 3, but I'm gonna draw 6. 5, 6, and I have to discard 3. Interesting. I'm gonna discard this Temple of Silence.
-1/-1.
-1 to everything.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta reload the stupid thing.
Very good.
I clicked on your card, it started to bring it up, and then the screen went black. I'm like, damn it.
Just broke the game.
Okay, so everything's getting -3/-3. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I will here in a second. Epistolary Librarian, and we're gonna hit this Bone Miser as well.
Alright, so my commander's down as well.
That was 2 non-lands, and we're going to add those 2 non-lands to, or the 2 counters. No, we're gonna add them actually to my commander. So he's now a 3/6. So Brian, you have 10 coming at you in the air, and a 1/1 coming at Zach.
Yep, I will
I
take
take the one.
All right, I will
Is it-
gain 1 life.
the worst board wipe that could have possibly happened.
Yeah, seriously. I really like.
Had protection from everything else. Since I'm way behind on this one, but since that Valky died, do we get our stuff back?
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, good to know. I'm gonna play this Rogue's Passage's land for turn, and then we're gonna pay 1, 2, 3, casting Adeline Resplendent Cathar.
Addy.
So her power is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 currently. I'm gonna move to my end step. I'm actually gonna take 4, but I'm going to make 7 little vampire guys.
Oof.
One of them can't block. So, wish I had another one of these tokens right here. I do, actually. I will find one. But I have one. I've got 7 of those vampires that are block able, and the other 2 are, or the other one is tapped. And I'll pass.
Untap draw. Land for turn, gonna be Graven Cairns. Okay, tap this for 1, 2, 3. Casting Karavek, the Punisher, the new one. When when I commit a crime, exile up to 1 target black card from the graveyard, you may copy it, cast the copy. I'm gonna make 2 red off of that. Alright, I'm going to tap 1 and 2. I'm gonna cast Rakdos Charm, targeting Ramos.
You don't want to make each creature do damage to its controller and just kill Foxy?
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, no.
Actually, yeah, because I wanted to commit a crime so I can go get Diabolic Tutor for a Booty Blast.
But you could just Foxy.
Yeah, but then I immediately died to Brian. So like you're not wrong, but then we have to worry about the crackback with Brian, because right now his Ramos, I died to Ramos instantly in the air, and then on the ground he potentially could swing a lot at you. Do you have anything so I can do what you're saying? Would you have a response to deal with Brian?
If you're gonna wipe the board, you can do your thing. I have no responses because I only have Griffins.
Yeah.
So
there.
My response is simply sadness.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're targeting Ramos with the charm?
Yeah. Yeah, so Ramos is gonna target that. It's gonna be committing a crime.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a mercenary because of that, because I targeted you.
All right. In response to you targeting Ramos, though,
yeah,
it's still gonna blow it up, but I'm gonna
because
it's each turn, so I'm gonna remove 5 counters from it to make double Wooburg.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I only have 1 instant, so I'm gonna use 2 of it to return to nature and to destroy your Swiftfoot Boots or whatever, Lightning Greaves.
The Greaves, okay.
Yeah, just so I can do something with the mana before it goes away.
You could dump it into the Fertilid if you wanted to.
Yeah, I guess I could. Yeah, I'll dump 2 of it into the Fertilid.
You can
get
also
a basic as well.
Can you Strionic Resonator that, or is that triggered abilities?
It's copy triggered abilities.
Okay.
That's activated abilities, right?
Yeah.
I'm activating it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. While you dig, I'm gonna Diabolic Intent. I'm gonna cast it, but it's gonna be with the Phyrexian Tower, sacrificing that Gobble for 2 black. 2 black and 2 red. I had Call for Aid, where I can basically gain control of all creatures target player.
Ooh.
Would be good.
Does it untap?
And it untaps and they gain haste.
Ah, okay.
I'm going to look for Bituminous Blast. Blasphemous Act. I'm so used to saying Booty Blast. Look at the Bituminous Blast there, and then with the, because everything's gonna die. Close and shuffle. That's in my hand. With the 1 black and 1 red, I'm going to Nasty Ed my Karavek to draw 3 cards. It's a legendary. That's gonna go in the bin. And then with the 1 red, I'm going to cast Blasphemous Act, dealing 13 to each.
Man, I did all that cool stuff to get a 10/10 Mac. Wasn't big enough.
Then I'm going to, the last black mana, I'm going to cast a Soul Ring.
Bane was not long for this world.
And then I'm going to pass the turn.
Fiend did a lot while she was here, though. Play planes.
All our crimes, you know, she just Just ready to.
I'm going to tap 6 and recast Zeriam. And then with an additional 1, I will attempt to equip him with Swiftfoot Boots.
Very.
Because we know nothing but war.
Mhm.
And I'll hit Brian this time, since our truce is gone.
How much?
For 3.
Okay.
Griffin. I make 1 whole Griffin. I've got the open mana. I'm gonna equip the Griffin with a mirror shield because I can.
Why not?
So it's a 2/4, and if it blocks a Death Toucher, the Death Toucher dies. I'll pass.
All right.
Oh, and I have to discard a card as well. I'm gonna discard a Plains.
I'll play a Gavany Township, taps for colorless, or I could play 2 green, white, and tap it to put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control. I'll tap it for 1, 2, 3, and then a white and a green. Cast Juniper Order Ranger. 2/4. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under my control, put a +1/+1 counter on it and Juniper Ranger. It's his face. And unfortunately, that's all I can do right now, so I will pass.
All right. Interesting. Might not be what I want right now. Or might. I don't know. We're going to do a black and a rogue's passage for this Animate Dead.
Whoa. Okay.
Targeting
Yep.
Elena and Azor. I will then
That is a good target for that.
pay 2 white for this set of Lightning Greaves. Throw them on Elenda and Azor. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Also, this is really off topic, but that Griffin that you stole earlier, Chris,
Yeah.
I realized it's been errated to just counter any red instant or sorcery.
What?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually not as bad.
Yeah, that's like significantly different.
Mhm.
Yeah, because like that stops a blasphemous act.
Yeah, 100%.
Not that I didn't want to stop that one, but like
Yeah, but in general. Counter-target
In
raise,
general.
that is such a surprisingly good card.
yeah. I don't know if I'd say good. It's still a
Well, good
2/2 flyer
for what
for
it
4.
is.
Good for a Griffin.
I am going to move my boots onto Mael.
Oh,
Swing Mael at Chris, making myself 1 soldier.
I'll take the 1, 2, and a 3.
Dang it.
Bye, Brian.
Every time. Like, I might as well just stop trying to like look at cards every time.
Let's see, actually. Oh, it's a knight. I'm gonna move my Lightning Greaves back over to my Elena and Azor, and I'm gonna pass.
Alright. On tap draw. Land for turn is going to be a Dragon Skull Summit. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to cast my commander. For 5 total mana. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 to cast Prosper, Tome Bound. These are the bin. Beginning of my end step, I use the top card of my library. I might play it. If I do, I make a treasure. I'm then going to pass the turn. Exile the top card. Top card being a Grenzo Havoc Razor.
Like Grenzo. Alright. Untap. Play Plains.
And he is an outlaw.
Grenzo is?
No, Prosper because he's a warlock.
That's right. I forgot Warlock was included in that.
You just gotta remember War and P. Remember that. Warlocks, assassins, rogues, mercenaries, and pirates.
Well, I'm not gonna forget it now.
You can't forget it now.
I'm gonna forget it immediately.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Where's my eye bleach?
I'm gonna go to combat.
Something about Blue Eyes White Dragon? What?
That sounds pretty accurate.
How big is Elenda and Azor?
They are 6/6.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing. That they're not small.
They're not small. Sorry, Brian. Once again, I know nothing but war, so I'm gonna hit you for 5.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
And 3 of it's commander?
3 of it is commander, yeah.
All right. I'm tracking it just in case.
Understandable. I'm going to make 2 more griffins. And then second main phase, we're going to play the best griffin in the world. Teramenko Griffin. It's a 2/2 flying banding. That's it.
Yeah, but the art in that thing is just so cool.
It is very cool. And then I will, just to save some time, I'm going to sacrifice my Myriad Landscape, go get 2 lands, and I'll pass.
Okay. Come on, deck. Yeah, I knew it'd be a land.
You're
Command
running
tower,
low over there.
Like, I got 2 lands in my hand. This is what I've got right now. It's like, are you shitting me? We are at the cusp, boys. This is it, and you're giving me lands. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Commander attack 7, 8 to recast. Ramos Dragon Engine. When another creature enters the battlefield under my control, Juniper triggers. I'm going to pay 2 and tap Stranic Regenerator to copy its ability. So it will put 2 counters onto Ramos and 2 counters onto Juniper. For all the good it'll do against a couple of flying 6/6s or whatever they are. And that's all we got. We got a 4/6 on the ground. I'm not going to swing with that. So pass turn.
All right, I got at the end of turn. I've got something.
No, you don't.
Those are not good words.
Do Foxy, you have the Lightning Greaves equipped to Elenda and Azor, right?
I do.
Okay. So then
This
at the end of
is
turn, I'm
just
going to
question.
pay 3. I'm going to generous gift the Animate Dead.
Oh.
I don't think there's anything I can do about that. That's rude.
My bad. It had to be done, though. But you do get an elephant. Elephants are friends of griffins, canonically. So
See?
Oh, are they?
He's just helping out.
But that's all I had to do.
Okay. Here's my elephant, which looks vaguely like an old snake. So I will untap, draw my measly 1 card for turn. We will play Morphic Pool. Interesting choices now. I am first gonna tap a blue for a Mystic Remora. Little late.
Mm-hmm. Better late than never.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to play Doom Whisperer. Scry off of Path of Ancestry because he's also a demon. Cool. We will keep that on top.
Quick, make him shuffle.
I'm gonna equip my boots to Doom Whisperer. I'm going to move to combat. And I'm going to swing. What do you got over there? You got a 2/2, 1/4, 4/3.
I'm open.
You've got a 4/3 out still, right?
Yeah, it's my commander.
Yeah. Did you let me kill your commander? I don't know if you would. How big? Your Griffin's just a 2/2?
Yeah, they're all 2/2s.
They're all 2/2s. I'll swing at Chris with a 3/4, and on attacks, I'm making 2 more soldiers.
Side note, I do have Prosper, which is a 1/4 death touch.
You do. Okay.
I was like, 1 second, actually. Like, I have.
Grady got death touch. That's stupid. He's got too many words on 1 card. Myela is gonna go at Zach.
And she's a 3/3.
She's a 3/4.
3/4. I am going to block. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I am looking up the rules of banding.
That's a fair thing to say aloud.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know what the modern rules are, not much less the older ones.
Yeah. Sorry, I've got to see rule 702.22J. Please hold.
Subsection 5, paragraph 2.
Objection, Your Honor.
If the person casting the spell is wearing a blue shirt and eating a carrot,
go
gets
outside.
doubled.
So I think this is how this works, and I might get blown out doing this, but I'm going to triple block with the banding creature and 2 other griffins.
Okay.
Because if I'm reading this correctly, I get to decide how damage is assigned, which
I'm
means
gonna
I can
trust you on
do
that one. I don't know.
Yeah. We
So I
believe
can
you,
do
don't worry.
1 damage to each of the creatures. Right? Is that how that works?
No,
Yes.
because they don't have it doesn't have trample. Oh no, yeah. In that case,
Yeah.
then so if it was trample, then it would have to kill it. But because that's
Yeah.
how I read it as well.
Yeah, it says a creature with bands with other and another creature. The defending player chooses how the attacking creature's damage is assigned. That player can divide that creature's combat damage as they choose among any creatures blocking it.
Nice. Okay.
Yes,
So I would
that
like
makes
to
sense to me.
assign 1 damage to each of my griffins.
Okay. And Mael is dead. Cool. Then I will simply go to my second main and play the Strionic Resonator.
Hey,
And
look at that.
that's-
Twinsies. It's even the same
Sorry
kind.
for bringing banding into this.
All right. Untap and draw.
It's a budget deck. What else are you gonna do? You gotta do like
I'm going
the
to
weirdest
target
thing you can find.
Brian for 2 things.
Okay, so exile top 2.
Yep.
You've got a Tribute to the Wild. Each opponent sacrifices an artifact or an enchantment. It's an instant. And you have a Lux Artillery artifact.
Lux is Sunburst for 4, so I'm not going to be playing that. All right. For 2 mana, I'm going to cast the Tribute to the Wild.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make a treasure because of Prosper. So each opponent will sacrifice an artifact or enchantment.
You paying for the Mystic Reward?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Would you like to pay for that?
I'm considering, actually. That's why.
I got you, Foxy.
If I do
My hero.
2, 2. Actually, yeah, I am. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many times have you heard that?
That might be a first for me.
I'm gonna do it with untap this 3 and 4. Okay, there you go. Then I'm gonna go to another thing by playing Grenzo. So I'm gonna make a second treasure token because it's cast from exile. It's gonna be red and red. With 1 treasure and the swamp, I am going to cast Altar of Dimension.
Ooh. Would you like to pay for that?
That you can have.
Okay. And I'll draw 2 off the Teferi's Ageless Insight.
For earlier, with targeting Brian, I make a mercenary. It'll be this thing. That's my mercenary. Creature you control. It's any creature, period. I'm just going to pass the turn, exile the top card. Which is a Passionate Archaeologist. Creature spells I control. Commander creatures I control have spells from... When you cast a spell from exile, it deals that much damage equal to the mana value, equal to the target mana value to I'm just not even talking. To opponents. You lose life.
Yeah.
My Lanta.
It made about as much sense as banding.
Yep, I'm sitting here like, this is a pretty easy card to read, guy.
Come on, guys. We all know what this one means.
Figure it out, you guys.
Okay, I am going to go to combat.
How about?
Combat. I think is Foxy, you're the only one with a flyer? Oh no, Brian's got Ramos.
I have no flyer on my side.
Well, I am sorry then, Chris.
Are
Because
you?
Griffins are tiny. So
Yeah.
I say that, but I'm gonna smack you for 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I'm gonna take 9. This is big sad faces.
And I will make 4 more Griffins.
Oh no.
Griffins.
That is nuts.
Yeah.
Zeri,
Once you get a couple hits from Zeri, it does start to spiral pretty well.
Yeah.
And I think
And it's
just,
white. You need that Mondrake doubler token thing in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast the Unyaro Griffin, the one that can counter an instant or sorcery. Can't do much else though. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I double check. Yeah, I will pass. Pretty
You
sure
want to
my
cast any
curve
non-creatures?
no, my curve starts at 4. So
Let's see what land my deck gives me now. Hey, it's not a land. A miracle. It's a Christmas miracle.
Is it a miracle?
I'm gonna play.
Llanowar Elves.
Yeah, right. Dark Slick Shores comes in tapped anyway, but it's fine. Let's see. I'm going to tap 1, 2 white, 1, 2, 3. Sunscorcher Regent. Flying 4/3 whenever an opponent casts a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Sunscorcher Regent, and I gain a life. That's a white spell, so this will go up by 1. Then I'm going to, can I do it? Yeah, white, green, and 2 others, and then tap Gavion Township to put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control.
And with that on the far right, it's going to get a lot larger too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. Thank you. So this was 1 off of extra 1. What's extra 2 to everybody? 2 more onto Ramos. 1 more onto Sunscorcher. Wait, shit. Okay. Sorry. I just screwed myself all up.
Yeah,
You are totally right.
2 total
much math.
on Ramos. You already had 1 on there, so it should be 3 total.
Yeah.
And
3
then-
total? No, it was a 2, so it should be 4. Because
Well,
I
then
cast
that's
a
4
white
then,
spell
yeah.
and then I played a creature.
Yep. So it's 4 then.
Or I did this.
And then which at that point you're putting 2 counters on to
Oh, yeah, I got it. Sorry. So Ramos gets a counter from a white spell and then from the activation of the Gavoy Township.
it's 4/1/6.
Sunscorcher Regent gets a Gavoy Township and it gets 1 from Juniper because it casts the creatures or it enters the battlefield, and Juniper gets an extra 1 from Sunscorcher. So that's it. It wasn't a ton extra. It was just 2 extras on
Yeah,
this.
that's up.
Or 1 extra on each. So Juniper is a 6/8. Sunscorcher is a 6/5, and Ramos is an 8/8.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent. It's not great against a billion 2/2 Griffins, though.
These damn birds.
Something I never
Yeah, right. You never thought you'd say anything about Griffins, but yeah, here it is.
never thought Griffins were gonna get me in the end.
Griffins are gonna take it all. I mean, I could kill Chris, but I don't know if that's really necessary right now.
Well, it is an
It's not
option.
necessary.
So what do you call a bunch of Griffins altogether? Is it still like a murder of Griffins?
I don't know.
I think that would be fair.
Let's Google it and find out.
Somebody's got a name for it. Conclave.
What's the altar you have do again, Chris?
Sacrifice the target player mills X cards where X is the power.
Okay.
So it's just more so for committing crimes.
Yeah.
I'm getting
Yeah,
a lot of
crimes.
mixed answers on what do you call a group of griffins. I have Pride, Convocation, and Senate
That's just
are the
fancy.
3 answers.
I don't
I've
like
seen.
Senate. I like a Senate of Griffins.
Senate of Griffins. They're democratically elected.
I guess I'm just gonna pass turn. I don't feel like just taking one person out for no reason. I'll let the Griffins take everybody out at once.
The Senate has decided.
Tap. I will pay for my Mystic.
The Senate has decided to make everyone else's lives miserable. Hey, look, it's real life.
Wow. So
Ooh,
realistic.
what is that?
Thought we played
Okay.
this game to escape real life. You ever gotten mugged by senators before?
You want
Every April 15th, I mean.
Interesting options. Do that. Sorry, guys. I'm thinking thoughts about things.
You're good. It's that time of the game that
Yeah.
we all gotta batten down the hatches of thought, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. White, black, blue. But I need another blue source, so we're gonna keep up this morphic pool. And then we're gonna cast my commander.
Rathine.
She's back.
You do be back. X is the number of attacking creatures. Well, I'm going to leave my flyer up. No. Chris, I am
Fully understanding this.
not as kind.
Well then.
I'm gonna swing my 6/6 in the air at Chris. And then these 4, they are all, well, these ones are 1/1s, and then my 2/2 elephant Those will be at Zach.
Okay.
On attacks, I'll get my connive trigger. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna draw 10.
It's a couple.
Jeepers.
Good.
7, 8, 9, 10, and I have to discard 5.
Do you have Psychosis Crawler in there?
I sure do. I
Alright.
sure do. I drew about 8 lands in this, so
Oof.
1, 2. Interesting, but no. 3, 4, and I can discard something from my hand. Nope, don't wanna. Those are cool.
Got to keep the good stuff.
5. So I'm gonna be discarding a Darkwater Catacombs, Fetid Heath, Sky Shroud, Expanse, Demir Aqueduct, and a Tivit.
Damn.
So we're just gonna get 1+1/+1 counter.
But you just
we're gonna-
ended with a Tivy.
Yeah, I thought I'd show you guys all the cool stuff first. We'll throw Rafine with the +1/+1, so it's a 2/5 now. Yeah.
Doesn't it have to be on an attacking creature?
Yeah.
Sure does. It's also going to be a target attacking creature. Cool. So my elephant's going to get bigger.
That's fair.
I'm gonna die, so I'm gonna mill myself 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have the win because this is my hand, and that was the top deck.
That was my concern. My concern was that if you didn't die, you were going to do some. The altar concerned me.
Yeah, this is only in here just in case this deck does nothing.
And hilariously,
keep
that
getting
moves through
nothing off the
combat
top.
and through mill.
Yep. I die.
Okay,
So you have 3 1/1s and a 3/3 coming at me?
that is correct.
All right. I will block the 3 1/1s with 3 2/2s.
Okay.
And then I'll block with a 2/2, and then these 2/2s on the 3/3.
Got
it. To try to do the banding trick.
I believe it. Cool. I will then go to second main. I'd like to play this Exotic Orchard and pass.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I completely am an idiot because I always do this. How many spells did you play during that turn, Foxy?
Oh, I
2?
1.
Yeah, it wasn't
Just
that
one?
many.
I think
Yeah,
I just
it
cast
wasn't
my
many.
commander and attacked.
Okay, so he just gets 1 and I gain a life.
Correct.
I was just like zoning out and watching all the fun. I'm like, okay, where's this going? And then I was like, oh yeah, shit.
This is a
I
great
have to care
stream. I
about
wish
what
I was
these
in
people
it.
are doing.
All right. Well, I think it's time we keep trying to knock people out. So I will go to combat. We're just going to send them all at Foxy.
Okay.
So it is 9 creatures. 8 of them are 2/2s. One of them's a 3/4.
2 2s and 3 of them are 4 4. Gosh dang.
So it should be, even if you block the biggest one, it should still be 16.
Right. So it's still 16. And then if I take out the next 2 biggest, everything else is 2 2s?
Yeah, everything else is 2/2s.
Okay. So even if I take 4, so 16. And I would still die. Okay. Yeah. I'm just going to take everything.
Okay. So then I will make 9 more griffins.
Damn.
I want to surveil as many times as possible.
Yep.
Okay, so I don't make the griffins.
No, I'm kidding. You're good. You're fine.
Okay.
I die in my own.
Sorry, I was.
You do you. That is a legal game action. So I get 9 more griffins. I will try to find some dice.
I'm not getting through that.
The issue is I crumble to a board wipe. So let's see. If we
Or
do
a tornado
crumble to a board
called
wipe-
Cyclonic Rift.
Yeah.
I don't have very many of those, so it's probably not in here.
Tap 6. We're going to cast the best griffin in the deck, other than the banding one. It's a 3/3 flyer. It's a Harrier Griffin. At the beginning of my upkeep, I tap target creature.
Better than a bald
You
griffin.
did cast a spell, so
I did cast a spell, yes.
Okay.
And I will pass.
all right. All coming down to this top deck. Land. Oh, well, it's not land. I will play the Dark Moss Bridge that comes in tapped that I had in my hand forever. Let's see. Let me do some. Let me read what it friggin' does. That's not going to help because they don't fly. Let's see. What do I need? And then that. Still have 3 left over, but it doesn't matter. All right, we're tapping 5 mana, one of them being green, to cast Iridescent Horn Beetle. I am casting a green spell. This goes up by 1. Casting, and whenever it enters the battlefield, it's going to get a counter, and Juniper will go up by 1.
Doesn't even sound like the name of a real card.
At the beginning of my end step, create a 1/1 green insect creature token for each 1/1 counter that have been put on creatures under your control this turn. So let's see, that would be 1, 2, 3 at least. And then we're going to tap 4 and tap Ganapy Township to put a counter on each creature under control.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be 4, 5, 6, 7. So I will make 7 1/1 insects at my end step, but they are not flying, you'll note. This little 5-something has summoning sickness, but nobody has trample, so it really doesn't matter. You've got a total of how many griffins?
I have 11 untapped, and I have 7, 8, 9 more tapped. So I have 20 griffins total.
20 griffins total.
That's
I can block your 3 biggest. So
I think that's enough.
so that means 17 times 2. Yeah, that's way more than I have life.
We just died to a bunch of bird cat things.
How disgraceful is it that the Griffin deck is winning?
That is just
The
flawless.
$50 griffin.
The
deck.
way you prefaced it, I was like, "Oh man, I shouldn't be playing Rafine. Like, this is terrible."
To be fair, I mean, I did
Um,
one thing the entire game. I just played my commander and kept attacking, and
kept
that was
going,
it.
yeah.
All right,
Did
well,
one thing, I played Griffins
I
and
will
murdered.
stab a D from Hell's Fire and swing all 3 at you. So you've got a 2-10, or not 2-10, a 8-10 on the ground, a 9-8 in the air, and a 10-10 in the air.
I'm gonna be that person and rub some salt in the wound. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cast
Oh.
a Settle the Wreckage
Wow.
and exile all attacking creatures.
Would you like to pay for that?
Okay.
Just to be that
That's
guy.
what we're doing, huh? We're doing that.
That was just. That just, you felt that one.
Okay, well, okay, jerk.
Like,
I'm going to end step, and then I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make 7 little 1/1 guys on the ground. Because I can.
You get
Pass
3
turn.
lands. Okay.
What's that?
I said you get 3 lands
Yeah.
out of your deck. So like that's
Just
that's
any lands or basics?
Basically.
basics.
Probably only have that
I'm
many
just
basics.
gonna- Whoosh. Griffins.
I'm not
Here
going
they
to
come.
go.
Yeah. Good game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jeez.
Okay.
That's good.
All right. Beautiful.
Cool.
And I get a little time in between to go get some dinner. Hell yeah.
There you go.
All right. So on that, we'll do some signing out. So we'll start with you, Zach, and a little sign off.
Yeah. So I'm Zach. You can't see the logo right now, but Dungeon Learner's Guide on YouTube. I think it's like POYNZ13 on Twitter, but if you search Dungeon Learner's Guide, it'll pop up there too. And yeah, I do weekly deck techs and gameplay videos on $100 or less budget decks. So eventually this game will show up on the channel. Talk a little bit about the deck, kind of what went into building it. This one was super simple because you just type in Griffin into Scryfall and put them on a deck. But yeah, so check me out if you're looking for some fun decks.
Sweet.
I am Brian, the Unskilled Commander. I also have a YouTube channel. Also do gameplay footage, deck techs, shorts where I take commanders and try and figure out how I would go about building them. I do comedy skits and stuff like that. And on here on Twitch, Unskilled Commander, please mark your calendars. Saturday April 27th, I will be doing a 12-hour charity stream for the Trevor Project from noon Eastern Standard Time to midnight. 6 pods, 18 awesome guests of other content creators are going to be on. We're going to be playing a ton of Commander. It's going to be a blast. There'll be goofy little incentives that you can pay throughout the day if you want to donate. Certain amounts will make me wear goofy outfits and hinder my ability to play even more so than my already unskilled nature. So please come back, check out my channel on 27th. And it was a blast playing with all of you guys. Thanks so much.
Hey guys, I'm Shay or Foxy from Foxy's Proxies. You can find me mostly on Instagram. If you want, you guys can. Oh no, I've lost my tokens. I've lost my marbles and my tokens. But you guys can message us over there or go to our website, and you'll find that we are giving away free tokens, treasures, clues, and foods. Found them. So you just let us know where you want them sent, and we'll send them over to you. But you can always find more content that I make over on Instagram. And yeah, the Griffins definitely kicked more butt than I thought they were going to. So thanks for showing off the deck.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Pretty stoked to see the Griffins act. Like it's like I said, it's those random like creatures. You're like, yep, that just happened. Big wins. All right, that was beautiful. All right, everyone, thank you very much for watching. I hope y'all have a great evening. Be good.